In this video, I'm going to take a look at the new Pikachu deck, and this was actually working really well for us after we switched a few cards around while we were playing it early. This is the new Pikachu EX with Magnezone. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, Jake your resident content cowboy here, yeehaw. What you're looking at is new Pikachu, only one copy of it, new Pachirisu, one copy of that as well, two of our Magnezone lines, and then you fill out the rest of the deck with a bunch of cards that are really useful for it. We have multiple X speeds, two Pokeballs, two Professor's Research, a Sabrina, a Cyrus, a Dawn, a second Dawn, an Iono, and a Red. So we ended up putting Iono in here because a few times we bricked kind of hard on getting a few of the Pokemon we needed for our stage 2s, but also it's just really good to shuffle up a very, very bad hand. So I think that helped make this deck a little more consistent for us. The idea here is simple, of course. Pachirisu is a great start if we get it. We can use that to power Pikachu on the bench or also powering up our Magnezones. The nice thing about Magneton is it generates its own energy, of course. We can use that in conjunction with Dawn to attack with Pikachu more often. We also can basically threaten our opponents with 150 damage from Pikachu when it only has one energy on it because we always have lightning energy on our bench. Enjoy some Pikachu that actually played really well into a lot of the meta decks we ran into. Isn't he highlighting? I haven't seen all those videos, but isn't he highlighting decks that like were a one-off in a tournament, like one person played it or something? Isn't that what he's highlighting in a 70%? Because it's the only way they can have that high of a win rate, right? Arceus, probably Arceus Dialga. Ooh, you run a Sky Shaman in this? That's pretty fun. Yeah, it's usually like one player. Yeah. Similar. Ugh. Whole lot of nothing. It's not a meta report video, but it's been a trend since Iono came out that the highest win rate outliers have that card. Yeah, but it's, I think, if one deck does well one time, I don't think that could be a good deck, but there's no indication that that is a good deck. You know what I'm saying? If one deck did well in one tournament, it could just be flipping well, or just running into bad things. Like, I don't know. I don't think a deck that was played by one player that did well one time is necessarily bad, but it's definitely not necessarily good. Now, if it won a tournament, maybe like, wow, look, it beat all these meta decks, so it had to do pretty well, but if it just did okay for a while, I don't think that's that ideal, right? Because even things that go all the way to the end of a tournament sometimes are like, it didn't end up being that good. Do we not remember the Golem deck we thought was meta? Yeah, that Golem deck went all the way to the end of like a 1,500 player tournament. And it was decent, but it wasn't like the most meta thing in the world. It was just really hard to take down for people who hadn't run into it yet, you know? And it did well in that tournament. Pikachu! Pikachu! But there's definitely, like, there are a lot of good cards. I wouldn't write anything off. I haven't played enough with the new set. To me, it feels like Iono is one of those cards where you're like, this is going to be so good, and then it often could be bait, for sure. Where you're like, that felt like it was going to be good. What's the strat to beat Rampardos? I mean, if you go... First off, they could draw bad. There's always that, right? But the strat to beat Rampardos is just to take down the cards around it. Once Rampardos comes in, use something that one-shots it. If they get a great draw with it, you know, they could do some good stuff. X speed. I could X speed and attack with Magnemite just to attack with it for a sec, and then I could still Dawn energy up. But do I have 2 Dawns? No, I only have 1 Dawn. So I could X speed. They only have 1 point, so I can play this other Magnemite too. I guess I should have redded there. Not that it makes a difference, because they've already caped. Other Arceus. So they could retreat into other Arceus. With a cape, that puts it outside of KO range without red. They have to retreat Mew here. I think they know that. Maybe they don't. If they don't retreat Mew, it's just over, right? Iono is just as bad as red card. I think there are definitely some plays with it. I don't think it's terrible or anything. Okay, yeah, we win. So, we just retreat. We could even X speed it for fun. You put the energy on. You Dawn. Iono's good for you. It's not the equivalent of red card. Someone in the chat was saying that. No, I'm not saying it's the equivalent of red card. But there are times where it's going to help you sometimes and hurt you sometimes. However, it's really good when you're bricked, for sure. I totally agree. Like, one of those hands a previous game, if we had it, it would have been very good for us, you know? Replace Darkrai in a Clodsire deck? I mean, Clodsire's not very good, unfortunately. I don't know what you'd... I mean, it's... You want something dark, right? I don't know what else you put there, really. I wish Clodsire was better. It was a deck I was very excited to make, but every time I made it, I was like, this isn't doing nothing. Well... Have I tried new Floatzel? No, I haven't tried it yet. It's cracked with Gren and Artie. I mean, you could do some fun damage with it. Crobat, A. Magnezone, okay. We have options. We have options. I don't think Magneton works with this. Oh, no? Feels redundant with Pachirisu. I feel like Pachi works better with big hitters. Dawn feels too redundant. Maybe. I can see what you're saying. The nice thing about Dawn is, with Dawn and Magneton, it sets up multiple hits for Pikachu. You know? That's kind of the idea behind having Dawn in the deck. The nice thing about Magnezone is it's kind of good in any deck. And this uses its natural energy, so you can even power it after it attacks. Not really 3 energy, though. Sorry, I'm not sure which part you're responding to. Pokeball. Pika. Yeah, I could Magnezone right now. It would save this Pachirisu. Maybe we'll do it. Now, they're going to need to... They'd have to Dawn if they even want to heavy impact it. They could move in Arceus, but then we can take out Arceus with Pika as long as they don't cape it. If they cape it, then we're in trouble. You would still need 2 turns with Dawn most of the times. Giratina will come and annihilate you after the Pika kill. You'd need 2 turns with Dawn? Sometimes, yeah. It depends. If you want to power Pika in the active right after it attacked, yes, you're right. So they'll hit me for not even the full amount. Meowscarada Arceus? I don't think I've played a Meowscarada Arceus, have I? Just the one we were playing earlier? 130. Okay. Okay. This deck has red. I believe we do have red in here. Oh, the meta report video? Or, yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Dialga. I can't retreat this Pikachu easily here. If they get Crobat right now, we're kind of cooked, huh? What do you use to play Pocket on computer? Just an emulator Moo player. I've used a few emulators. This is the one that's worked best for me. Another one was like crashing too often. If I Sabrina, who do they put in? They don't put in Dialga EX, right? I could Sabrina to slow him a little bit. They put in Arceus, maybe? See what they do. They can't get me with anything, can they? They can't get enough energy on this. Crobat can't do enough damage to me right away. I could retreat into Pachirisu and attack to bring it a little lower, just in case they caped. I plan on Cyrusing anyway. I either Cyrus with Magneton or I end with Pikachu. That's my plan here. You can KO with Mag? I can, but I can't get it in yet. Yeah, now we KO. I KO like 3 different ways now. Because I could just Cyrus the Dialga, I could Dawn up the energy. There's like 5 ways I win this. Hooah! Psew! Build 4 energy on Magneton and Cyrus. Yeah, that's what we were doing. I just couldn't get Pika out yet. That's all. You like when I say Dawn? Dawn. Dawn Swans. It just enables Cyrus, yeah. What would have to change to get a higher variation of meta decks? I don't think you're going to get too much... I don't think you're going to get much, like, more variation than there is currently. I think usually when there's a meta, there are, like, at tops, like, 10 things that are really good, you know? Like, I don't know. Like, how many meta decks are there? There's Giratina, Darkrai, Giratina, Druddigon. You can run Darkrai on that. Gyarados, Charizard's kind of there. Gallade. Lucario Rampardos. Like they're I think that's about as many meta decks as you can get, you know? I don't know how many more you can get with like like the top of ranked. It's just unlikely you get more than that. I gotta be honest. Like, it would be cool if you did. Oh, I forgot we didn't have anything else. Shouldn't have done that. I should have saved that for Iona. They could retreat. It makes it annoying to attack with Pachirisu, that's for sure, right? And they could just build Giratina back up. They're gonna leaf a retreat. I think that's good. Good for them. Good for you, you leafed your Giratina. Now I've got this annoying Druddigon. Good for you, you powered Giratina. Now we have no way to win. I could Cyrus. Alright, here's the plan. What if I Sabrina right now? Alright? I Sabrina right now. And then they'll think, I can leave. But he can't leave. They could potion. And just end it. But still. Still. The potion saves them if they cape. And if they cape, the game is over. Well, if they cape, I guess we trade, huh? Now they can't be Cyrus. They knew what I was trying to do. Don't do that, Veggie Man. That's inappropriate. You're being inappropriate. Alright. This thing swings for 130. I can't do anything about that. I have no way to get Magnezone here. I can KO with Pika. But then Pika goes down. Okay. I just have to wait for... Like, I have to get Magneton. That's my only option. You know? I guess they could have Darkrai in their deck somewhere. I'm guessing with Dark Energy they do. I don't know where it is. Just stall, you know. They have another Dread. Perfect. Okay. Professors. We may finally get our cards. Dawn. There's Magneton. I can retreat into weak Magnemite here. See how they want to play this. I can always X speed into the Magneton next turn. They could pull Pachirisu. 2 Rocky Helmets. You monster! How dare you. Do they have Darkrai? They have to with Dark Energy. What else are they playing? Red. Okay. Do I save my X speeds for Pikachu at some point? Maybe. I'm just gonna hold them for a second. Okay. I'm in Ultra 1 with Gyarados, but it's painful. I'm sure it's painful. You shouldn't have attacked with Patchy. How dare you. You shouldn't have attacked with Patchy. See? 2 can play at that game. GG, you won. Well, look at you now. You really changed your tune. Okay. We've got red, so we've got anything on their side, even with Cape. I think we're just fully set to win here, right? Because I could X speed out Pachirisu if they bring it in some weird way. I think people wrote off Drud too fast. Having 2 basics stall before you start swinging with your X's is valuable. Yeah, Drud's really good. Isn't Drud? It's one of the top decks. You know? I disliked the stream, then I saw your mustache, and I liked the stream. That's what I'm looking for, guys. I'm looking for people to immediately not like me and then go, hold on a second. Hey, this is the midway point of the video where I want to know from you, what is your favorite type in Pokemon Pocket? You know, lightning, water, metal, psychic, boo! Let me know in the comments. I'm just booing you too, sorry. Patchy. Magnemite. Going second into a water deck. We like this. This is good for us. We like this. Are you going to play Tink anytime soon? I think I only have 1 Tink, Veggie Man. Oh my gosh. What if? Oh my gosh. What if? What if they concede right away? Oh my gosh, what if? Were Unite games any different in Japan? A little bit, yeah. I think there are more players in Japan. I think the games are a little bit better, but you still get a lot of, like, crazy bad players, so, yeah. I can attack right now, right? If I X speed to Dawn. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of energy. If they Misty me, I'm still done. I need Sabrina. Tough Turtle, thank you for the Prime, buddy. Appreciate you. Thanks for the support. That's Tough Turtle. Oh, was my full art Tink my second? Oh, maybe it was my second. I thought that was my first. Leaf. Really? Huh. Huh. Hmm. Interesting. You should try 1 Mankey deck. You only have Mankey as your basic? Is that what it is? Okay, they're gonna retreat. They're gonna Irida. I do need another card at some point. Because next turn they come in with 150, right? One Mankey? What is one Mankey? I've not heard of this deck. I've been away. I've been out of town. What is one Mankey? Dawn. I need other cards. Professors, Dawn. Yeah. Well. Need something else. I need something else. Please, baby. Mankey with a bunch of fossils, but you can't use your gold Pokeball. Okay, it's 1 promo Mankey, 2 Primeape, 2 Rampardos, 1 Aerodactyl. Oh, okay. That sounds crazy. It's funny. Manaphy. Do they... What do they do here? It's going to be hard to get Palkia out. Irida. Okay, that saves him for a turn. Magnemite. X-Speed, red. Huh. Magnemite hits for 40. Magnezone gets a KO, and then they finish. I don't like a lot of my options here. Red kills with Pachi? I didn't have red. I got it with Professors. They could retreat. We just never got Pikachu. We have a lot of our deck we didn't get. And we got Pika. And we have Dawn. So I think I'm going to retreat into Magnezone. Thunder Blast. News art is sadly not great. I have not found, I've not thought of a good use for it. It feels like the other one is just better with 200 damage, you know? Welcome back, mate. We've been lost without your vid. Oh, appreciate that. Very kind. Everyone's been playing Giratina Darkrai like madmen. I'm glad you're back to sort them out. I have to wrangle everybody. Dimensional Storm. That storm was super dimensional, dude. Bum, 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 Pikachu! Pikachu! This is why we run Dawn. So this thing can start attacking fast. What? Pachoo! Pachoo! Pew, pew, pew. We have Dawn in this deck. Speaking of tanking with Magnemite, here we are. Thanks, Ian Bradley, for the super chat, buddy. Giratina. professors. Sabrina, Magnemite. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Yeah. 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 170 HP. That's more than 150. That's good for them, bad for us. I just did the math. Does it help to attack one turn faster with this? I think it does. I also could power Pika. One more hushed yeah for good measure, please. Yeah. 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 No, don't do that. Oh, you monster! Don't do that. Oh, that's not good. That's not good for us. Nope. All right. We still get to attack. But do they get me in one? They don't. We might Pachirisu. I don't know. We might. They don't run Geo. I mean, we're praying. We're praying right now they don't run Geo. If they KO Magnezone, that we still have outs. We're just kind of... It doesn't look great. But we still have possibilities if they KO Magnezone. That's a phone thrower. You won, he left. He could come back. It's not over. They need to get Giratina out, or they need to have something to KO Magnezone in one. So Chaos Impact only does 130, obviously. If they have Geo, which a lot of decks aren't running these days, it could though. If they have Geo, red. Magnezone does feel like an EX Pokemon. I'll give you that. It feels like it. He's saying like, look, what if this worked? And I'm going, yeah, I'm with you, buddy. What if? GG. He doesn't know what red does. I think they do. I think they're just saying like, hey, just so you know, I don't have Geo, I have red. So do with that what you will, good sir. This deck actually plays decently well into like Giratina trying to set up. It doesn't play too well into fighting though, which has been just wrecking us. Actually, it plays horribly into fighting. Ew. The Druddigon. Could you guys hear the ew? I tried to emphasize the ew. Yuck. You're disgusting. Ew. Oh, and he's got a rocky helmet. You're gonna make me throw up. And you've got Darkrai. Oh my gosh. I hate you. I hate you. How dare you. Got another one back there? Okay. I don't know. I might need to use it. Yeah. If I hit, I go down considerably, and then Darkrai KOs me, so I can't even really hit here. I can power Pikachu, I guess. Alright. Have you seen Emma Frost in Marvel Rivals? No, I haven't. Is she cool? Oh, I think I saw a video of her, like... Doesn't she, like, pick people up and slam them down? I think I started beating up Spider-Man or something. We're running into a very meta deck, and it's going to have a good time with us. I think it's going to beat us up pretty bad. I need Magneton. Magneton or bust right now. Or excuse me, Magnezone. Yeah. That ain't it, Chief. I can power for one more turn. At least. I'm gonna have to Iono at some point. She looks very fun. She drops Friday. Oh, I didn't even realize it wasn't out yet. I did see videos of it. How do you feel about the new meta? Be honest. It feels like kind of similar to some of the other stuff. I'm gonna have to... Well, it depends on how they play this. If they move Darkrai in and start attacking... They don't. Okay. This gives us one more turn to make a decision here. Magnezone off the top is actually super good when you think about it. Did I already Volt Charge? I did. Whoa! I kicked things. I kicked things. Do I need to put another energy on Magnezone? I mean, I could. It doesn't really make a difference which way I go here, does it? Drud is low. We need red. I probably should have grabbed it last turn. I probably should have Iono'd last turn and just looked for red, huh? Because Darkrai gets me in one combo, and then if they cape, we're kind of cooked. Cyrus is not useful currently. They need Cape. If they have Cape, they're in a great spot, yeah. Cape puts them in a really good spot. We still have the ability to, like, get them with Pachirisu. But it doesn't look good for us. They died of red, but I don't have red. Magnezone. Magnezone, Dawn, Dawn. Okay. Unfortunately, no red. 9 cards in the deck. One of them's red. A potion saves the game for them here. That wins the game. If that 10 damage chip wins the game, that would be crazy, but I don't think it's gonna. They need to retreat into Drud if they don't have it. And then KO Pachirisu with Darkrai. They're looking for potion. Yeah. Now they play 1 energy on Darkrai, 1 energy on Giratina. I don't think there's anything I can do. I don't have Cyrus. Probably should have held that Cyrus. Well, yes and no. Yes for this situation and no for the other situation that would have been useful. You know? Sabrina. Wow. We had two outs there. We got one. That works too. Boom, 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 pew! Take that, meta. We destroy the meta. Ha! Never punished. Yeah, but I don't think we made a bad call. I think we were just like, we were looking for one or the other, right? If I get red, I win the game. If they keep their card out. If I don't get red, the Cyrus could be useful, but you wouldn't know that they're going to pull their card necessarily, right? Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I love you, and I'll see y'all next time.